The Riley Factor is on tonight. Caution, you are about to enter the no-spin zone. The Factor begins right now. Hi, I'm Bill O'Reilly. Thanks for watching us tonight. More evidence the far left is out of control in America. That is the subject of this evening's Talking Points memo.
When looking at the macroeconomic perspective in the argument oil versus clean energy, it is important to analyze the long-term financial benefits and environmental benefits.
Switching to clean energy around the world would cost more money and it would be nearly impossible to accomplish.
Scientists are constantly coming up with new technology every day, and this technology is already being tested and put into the public to be tested. Plus, by the year 2050, it is believed that the Earth will be in no position to obtain modern levels of carbon emissions, and there will be a scarcity of gasoline, which will increase the price tremendously. So, by switching to clean energy, it will replace the cost of gasoline, coal, and other non-renewables, and the renewable energy resources will eventually pay for themselves, which will financially benefit the global economy in the long run.
At the microeconomics level, would clean energy be more affordable for small businesses and homes?
Well, let's say a small business is installing consumer goods such as solar panels or buying a new company hybrid vehicle such as a Prius. The initial cost may be a little pricey, but over the course of a few years it will save them money on their energy or gas bill. It may look unaffordable, but it is a smart investment to save for the future.
So is clean energy a need or a want?
At this point in time, it can be both. We need energy to survive, we need our heat, transportation, and energy to make our food. But it may also be a want because a business or home may want to save money on their energy bill. But in the future, clean energy will be a need because of environmental issues and the scarcity of the raw materials for oil.
Okay, so will this change work with America's economic system?
Yes, America has an ever-expanding mixed economy that is always looking for ways to produce more jobs. By switching to clean energy, thousands of jobs will be created in order to develop our economy. There you have it, folks. Environment stuff.
Now let us discuss the difference between Coke and Pepsi when considering factors of production, cost, capital goods, factor markets, product markets, and division of labor.
Oh boy, I can't wait to learn about economics.
When comparing the capital goods required to make the two beverages, they are basically the same because they both include carbonated water, caffeine, phosphoric acid, caramel coloring, and natural additives. Basically, they are produced with similar goods with the exception of having different natural additives to taste slightly different.
So even though they use the same capital goods, which company is more efficient with them and lowers the cost to make the beverages?
When looking at the cost to make the beverages, Coke spends about $24 million producing Coke alone, while Pepsi only spends about $15.8 million and having a better economic turnout coming from more efficient factors of production.
On another hand, how do the factor markets and product markets work for both Pepsi and Coke?
For the factor markets, Coke and Pepsi are pretty similar because they both buy out soft drink factories that could pose some type of financial threat to their business. But instead of building new factories, they tend to buy out failing companies or just buy the shares of companies and they take over that way. Yet again, for the product market, they are pretty similar because both beverages are available in over 200 countries and just about every restaurant and convenience store sells either Coke or Pepsi.
Finally, going back to factors of production, how different is the division of labor between the two companies?
Both companies follow a similar business model by having the usual corporate team, advertising team, and the factory workers. But one thing that is different between the two companies is Pepsi is just not based off soft drinks, but rather has to divide labor into their snack food branch as well.
Wow, thanks for this lesson about economics using Coke and Pepsi as an example. Netflix is an innovation that has been around for some time. It has become a main competitor with cable. It shows to be a prime example of specialization, where people can watch the shows they see on TV whenever they want, pause and restart them, with no commercials for only $7 a month.
So is this just how the free enterprise economy has to work? Will cable eventually be put out of business because of services like this, even though it's been around for so long?
Well, basically, it's as simple as understanding the law of demand, which is the relationship between the price of a good and its quantity. Cable bills are beginning to soar to new heights, climbing to upwards of $100 a month, which pushes people away and makes them more apt to use services such as Netflix and other internet streaming websites.
So that's important because when you step back and see the cost-benefit analysis, there are trade-offs that make Netflix better than cable and make cable better than Netflix. Overall, however, for the price, Netflix makes much more sense. Opportunity cost doesn't really apply here.
Exactly. And just how efficiency works in this economy. Netflix and chill has made Netflix increasingly popular today. You never hear of cable and chill, and that's why people are switching from cable towards Netflix.
Thanks.